greatness, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology.
Yeah, boy, it's June 8th. It's June 8th, and it's a Tuesday, and I'm Dead on Dave, and I have Nixy, and we're here. It's hot. I don't really want to be here. No, I very much want to be here. If I'm going to be hot, I might as well be hot with all of you. And I might as well be hot with the wonderful Nixy. And I might as well be hot over the tomfuckery that we got over the last couple of days. God damn it, do we got some stuff to talk about, and let's get right into it. Let's not gild any lilies. No lilies will be gilded tonight. Nixy joining me right here, right now. How you doing?
Hi, I'm excited to be here on my first ever official co-hosting gig with talking about this fight with you.
And congratulations on this being your first ever co-hosting job. I missed half of what you said, so
God
I
damn.
hear it all now. God damn it, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I do not hear Nixy.
Dave.
There. Well, don't yell at Nixy.
Hi.
If I can't hear you, it's not because you're low. It's because my cable's having issues. So just keep talking. You don't have to yell.
Okay. Hi, Dave.
Hi. Now I can
I'm
hear
excited to
you.
be here.
Are you? I'm not.
Let's get good and angry. Let's great start.
Man. This shit sucks. I'm in the middle of a heat wave over here, and it's making life pretty fucking miserable. But, like I said, there's plenty to be miserable about, so you come to the right fucking place. You watched the fight with me. We watched it together. We did a little thing yesterday. We recorded a video, different style, little live studio audience, little fun thing there.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And you know, there were things that I felt during that I don't know if I feel anymore. I've gotten more angry since then. I've gotten more mad, mainly because I've had more time to think about stuff. I'm still not with you on the whole fighter spirit, all that shit. I mean, I get it where you're coming from, but it's just the wrong place. It's an exhibition. It barely counts. But I get what you're saying. My problem is they were caught. My problem is they were caught while spouting a whole bunch of shit against the things that protect the fucking integrity of fighting. We're going to talk about all that. But, all right, let's first get into this. Let's start here. What are your feelings now, 48 hours removed, seeing what some of these douchebags have said and tweeted and talked about since all that? What do you feel? What are your reactions? What are your thoughts about the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight with a little bit of perspective?
I still feel the same way I did before. I even with my fighter spirit pride, like, you know, that hasn't gone away. I'm still mad about that. But yeah, I mean, the more I've seen, even with watching rewatching the fucking fight. There we go. And seeing that part all over again and over again and over again. He caught him. Jace didn't watch the fight. I showed him and he said the same. He said, yeah, he caught him. He literally caught him. He literally caught him and got him back up.
I've watched the sequence now a few times in real time. Yeah, I've watched the fight like 4 or 5 times now, which is tough to get through. It's a tough 8 rounds to get through. But yeah, after seeing it, it's not just that moment. That moment is what's getting the most attention. And unfortunately, that's probably the moment that'll be dismissed. But the reality is, the more I've seen that moment, it looks like he was out. He was shaking him back away. He looked like he was panicking when he hit him. After he hit him, he grabs him so fast, and he's like trying to make it look like a dance in a fight. But he's like, oh, fuck, I just put this white boy out. This is bad. And fuck. It changes a lot, too, because Logan continued to be boastful after he put him out. Remember, it's even more funny now that I think about it, because he like came alive after that. Like his energy, you even mentioned it, second wind, you said in the last few rounds. It's like he got a quick little cat nap from being knocked out. And then his energy level came back. Or the more likely thing is Floyd, because we said it after that, he stopped punching. He stopped every time he saw an opportunity. He stopped, almost like he knew if he hit that guy clean again, the fight's fucking over.
Yep, he knew. It was literally like that scene in Snatch where Turkish is like shaking Mickey, and he's like, "Look, you're dancing around him like a fucking fairy. What the fuck are you doing out there? Just don't fucking knock him out."
Don't knock him out.
don't fucking knock him out. That is literally the only thing that keeps going through my head. Is it felt like the scene from Snatch. I'm like, oh god.
It's even more annoying because of a lot of different other mitigating circumstances. Like Floyd was able to pull this off with Conor. How bad is Logan Paul to not be able to pull this off? I mean, Floyd had to be fighting at less than 40%. He had to be. He looked so surprised when Logan went out. And then and now when I look even more at his comments at the end of the fight about like Logan being better than he thought, God, it was all work bullshit. It's a absolute fucking garbage. There's nothing about it that was legitimate. And
do you want to know what's really comical now though? Think back on Logan's comment at the end of the fight, like maybe next time I can put him out.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, because you were so fucking close before. Jesus, come on.
It's so fucking annoying. No, I have not seen that video yet. Is it any good? Honestly, I didn't even bother looking for it because why? Why? I mean, Jesus Christ, he can't say anything that's going to change my mind to it. Nothing. Tape don't lie in my eyes. I'm sorry, man. I've seen things like that before. It was Floyd's reaction more than it was actually. But no, I haven't seen it. I didn't even know he made it yet. But I don't see it changing much. Especially when his idiot fucking brother is trying to convince anyone who will listen that he somehow actually won that fight.
No, Jake annoyed me when we were watching. Jake annoys me anyway, but he was annoying me when we were watching the fight, and he was like going, "Oh, that's 3 rounds, my brother's won." It's like, "Oh, shut up." I just wanted him to get into the ring as well, and then Mayweather just like put them both out.
I just don't understand why these guys have to be so fraudulent in everything they do. This is like the book on them. They're just fucking fraudulent goddamn people. You know, they've been accused of, faking dramas in the past, faking videos, things like that. And that's just common YouTube stuff. But to do all it's not even that. Like I said, I could accept this at an exhibition level if there was like a deal to keep him up on his feet. Blah, I could accept that. That's entertainment. It's not a real fight. Floyd Mayweather is no longer really representing boxing in any real capacity. He's going all around the world fighting exhibitions, putting on entertainment fights. I'm okay with that. With that. What I'm not okay with is the Pauls and others, anyone who will listen, trying to turn this into a fucking anti-establishment, get rid of promoters and fighting thing. Now, look, I'm the first one to admit that promoters can be very fucking bad. They can be corrupt. They can be boxing is one of the most corrupt sports this side of soccer anyway. But, I mean, it only gets worse if you have the one. Look, when promoters are good and doing their job, you get the UFC. And yes, should fighters make some more money? Yes, they should. But I've also seen some of the UFC's numbers with their gates and everything, and proportionately, they're not far away. And now they're up in the bonuses and stuff like that. They're not far fucking away anyway. It's not like they're egregiously under everybody else. No, for what they do in the time and all that. No, they're really not that fucking far away. And over time, I think it will continue to get better. But yeah, the UFC does need a little pressure on them to treat their fighters better. But you can't go through all this rigmarole. You can't make this about that and then be caught as a fraud. You can't. You can't. Am I off base there?
No, I totally agree with you. I think if you're trying to make a point, you've got to make the point on a level ground. You can't come at someone saying, look, you haven't done this and you haven't done that, and look, I've managed to make this much money and just by doing this and stuff, when it's all fucking fraud. Because what happens if the UFC becomes full of that shit too? Like, you're killing the sport. You are literally killing a sport. Because if you start making it about like this is why, like, to be honest, one of the reasons why I never probably got into wrestling in the first place is because obviously, we know the situation there. We know, like,
but it's different. It's not the same.
It's very different. It's very different. But
they know. They know. We know. They know. We know. We all fucking know. It's a wink and a smile. And no one fucking grandstands. They grandstand within their own lane about other wrestlers being treated better and not independent contractors. They don't go and say, these promotions need to be fucking disbanded, or these promotions are robbing from everybody. There's a couple of reasons for that. Well, because they're a fucking promotion, and it doesn't make sense. These are the things that really do kind of fucking make it necessary for promotions. Because the UFC has done a really good job of keeping pretty much any controversy out of the whole aura around their fights. Maybe not always with the judging, but that's not on them. That's on the fucking state. That's the athletic commission. That has nothing to do with them. You know, it's just they don't allow this to happen, and that is the most important job that you could possibly have. Because whether you're a promotion and you're the CEO of the promotion, like Dana White is the figurehead, whether you're a commissioner in one of the major sports, your job is very simple. One job.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the integrity of the sport in line. That's it. Everything else goes with that. It's supporting it. Promote integrity. Integrity, promote. Go, go, go. Bam. Let's do it. Because if you can make everyone feel comfortable with what they're seeing is legit, they're more willing to fork over them ducats. They're more willing.
But but what I was trying to go back on what I've just said. So wrestling is, we know what wrestling is, okay? We know what wrestling is. But if they start letting this kind of stuff happen with with Logan and Mayweather, that sort of stuff starts becoming regular theme between in boxing and UFC and everything else, you are then killing the sport because there's not an actual sport to it if it's rigged.
Yeah, it's exactly what I just said.
I know.
I just said.
I'm just trying to get back onto where I was going with this. So that's what I was saying. Anywho, sorry, I got distracted because Rivy just sent me the link of Logan Paul responding to Floyd.
I don't know why you didn't just say it in the just give us the quick highlights. If you're gonna interrupt and ask a question, don't fucking send a link mid-show. You've already interrupted. Either jump into the fucking Discord or just put the quick highlights right in the goddamn comment section so we can react to them. Now we're just sitting here jerking off.
It's 1 minute and 10 seconds long, so I
don't think we can just play it on air.
No, probably not.
I don't think we can just play it on air. I can't alter it. I can stop it every couple of seconds and go, altered. No.
Well, I was wondering if I shared my screen with you in Discord and then I sped it up, like through, because you can change the speed. Let's not do that. Let's just carry on with where we were going with this. So.
No, I'm completely derailed. Completely fucking between him and you, completely fucking derailed.
I'm sorry, that was completely me. Really, in the waiting for call. Would you like him to come in and try and?
God, no. This would be way fucking worse at this point. Way fucking worse.
God damn.
Good Lord.
So,
what did he say? What did he say?
He's there. Hello. How did he come in?
I pulled him in. What did he say?
Okay, so essentially what he says is that basically all he was doing was just laying on him, using his weight to wear him down. He's 100% denying that there was any type of knockout.
Of course.
Yeah, that's all. And then he spent the last part of the video basically showing his brothers, like I don't know if it was a tweet or Instagram, saying he won. My stance on this, looking back and having a few days, when we watched it the other night, we were all very, we were very disappointed, right? Mm-hmm. But I think was because we forgot it was a, what is it called? It was exhibition. It wasn't an exhibition. It wasn't an actual.
It was an exhibition. I fucking said the word exhibition. That was like the whole
Dave
point of the video.
Yeah. I know. But
Nixy was that it's an exhibition.
Yeah, he did. Dave did say that to me multiple times. But
but okay. Yes, okay. But
they forgot that it was an exhibition, and they go out of their way. That's the only reason why they protected it. That's the only reason why they're going to get away with it, because they didn't do anything wrong. It was an exhibition. Even if they threw the fight, even if they rigged it, doesn't matter. Exhibition. They could do whatever the fuck they want. There's nothing illegal what they did. There's nothing that would warrant an investigation. There's nothing fraudulent. Exhibition covers it all. It's just bad business practice. That's all. It's a terrible thing, but there's nothing wrong with what they did.
I'm not. Yes, you said it was an exhibition, but
all
I think
I did was ask you what Logan Paul said.
Okay, that's what Logan Paul said.
That's all.
That's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Get out.
All right.
There you go. Who asked him the opinion? No one. You gotta wait for us to say, "Hey, Remy, by the way, what was your opinion on the fight?" Hey, so I'm just gonna let you guys know. That's fine. I'm just saying, it's funny. It's funny. I'm irritable.
Okay,
I'm in a lot of
okay.
pain.
So sorry. I've just quickly Googled what is the difference between an exhibition boxing match to a proper match. And the definition of it is an exhibition fight is a contact sports non-profit event, usually a boxing fight in which participants fight normally for 3 rounds. Many exhibition fights involve popular current or former world champions, and exhibitions bouts are usually carried out for charity purposes or for public entertainment. But it says it's a non-profit event.
I've never heard non-profit associated with the word exhibition.
You
go back to Rocky. You go back. Maybe that's a very British or unstandard. I've never heard that before. I've heard charity fights being exhibitions. It's like one of those things. All charity fights are exhibitions, but not all exhibitions are charity fights, or some shit like that.
Okay.
It's like one of those. I've never heard that being the absolute rule. Never.
So,
But even so, well, then they're using the word incorrectly. But even better, because they've broken it even more, so it means even less. How great is that? That's fantastic. It means even less now. That's great. But no, I don't think anybody makes that association that has to be a non-profit fight. That would, to me, would be shocking. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you know what the biggest problem with that exhibition was? It wasn't non-profit." I haven't heard one person say that. Have you?
No, but that is my point. Like, if it was supposed, I mean, if an exhibition is supposed to be non-profit, and then they've both come out of this with 20 million each, then maybe some people would have a problem, especially if Logan is trying to call out promoters by saying that
exhibitions are simply anything. Amateur fight is technically an exhibition. Anything the exhibition can technically be termed as anything not a professional fight. It's an unscored, unjudged fight. That's all it really is. I mean, you can put everything else that you want to put into it. And yes, there are charities that go along with some fucking exhibitions. But again, I've never heard it being the rule. That's the first time I've ever heard it being the rule. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a 2-second Google search, but there might be more to it than that. But I'm just saying what I found, like, in a space of 10 seconds.
And Google is very known for putting very lazy fucking definitions. Webster's and other things are a little bit fucking better most of the time. But regardless, does not matter. It doesn't change the fucking whole tone of what we just said, because in fact it strengthens it if that's the case. But because they use the word exhibition, we're going to use the word exhibition. So getting the definition was completely useless because they use the word. So it doesn't matter. They're using the word because it's a non-scored fight. And because I don't know why everyone's trying to change the definition. Non-scored fight means doesn't matter if it's thrown. Okay? Everyone good? Everyone on there? Everyone on the same fucking boat now? What are we doing?
I'm trying to see where you've read this comment because I can't see it.
What comment?
Who said it doesn't matter if it's thrown or not?
Huh? What?
Don't mind me. I'm having a mental breakdown over here.
Don't
even worry about it. I got so enraged by this fight. It's given me a concussion.
See that? My God.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a complete fucking dog shit show since the second it started. That whole fucking, the whole fight, just everything about it. Like, I don't even know if I enjoyed it the other night now. Everything's taken back now. It's all just fucking gone. Yeah,
that's the problem. Is that, to be honest, up until the 4th round, I was enjoying myself. I mean, I was enjoying getting into the whole, like, we had a lot of fun as a community, like, sort of, doing
Not anymore. Now it's no longer fun. My memory's changed now.
Oh, well, fuck your memory then. I had fun.
They've robbed me.
They've robbed you of your fun. Welcome in, TK. Did you watch the fight? We want to know. Did you watch the fight? What did you think? I need to know what other people thought, because we can't be the only two people.
You're asking a text chat.
Yeah, I know, but
they can't answer you immediately.
But goddamn.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh.
Making sure you knew. Stuttering Kiwis in the house, TK Rising in the house, Fakes in the house, Rivers in the house, everyone's in the house. I don't know how much longer this is going to go. There's not much else to say. That's why I didn't understand. We didn't need to keep it just to Logan Paul tonight. We could have built another show around it because we did 15 minutes on it yesterday. We said pretty much said everything we needed to say. Not much changed, unfortunately. And not much more angry.
Yeah, well,
you guys made me more angry than the fight did. Your word mincing made me more angry than the fucking fight did. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Sorry. God damn.
I love it. This is what I love, though. I love when a point is derailed to make the exact same point with slightly different wording. What? I love it. I fucking love it. I enjoyed watching everything. Of course you watched it with me. How could you not enjoy it? And just like that, I blew in like a fart in a dust storm. There you go. Blow right in. We're doing beer chugs tonight. We're fucking getting crazy up in here talking about the Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather shit show, shit sandwich, salad section of a fucking fight that it turned out to be. If we want to use the fucking word fight anymore, farce is a better word.
Here's a question. Is the Jake Paul versus Woodley fight, is that an exhibition as well, or is that an actual match?
So, it's a little more confusing with Jake because I believe everything Jake's been doing has been professional fights. I believe.
Right, okay.
I do not know that for certain, but I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
Because obviously, to be honest, I wasn't even aware that the Mayweather one was an exhibition.
Oh yeah,
now I
said that from
understand
the
what
jump.
that means.
8 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Conor McGregor fight was an exhibition.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't click in my head.
When he went
instantly.
to Japan to fight that fucking kid who's about to go fight 3 guys on the same night, that's gonna be interesting. That was an exhibition. That's why these can be these big circuses, these grand. Because Floyd, this is what I was trying to say. The whole fighters getting mad. You're noticing it. Not a lot of them are going crazy over it. I'm not seeing a whole lot of like fighters talk about the integrity of the sport is fucking. Not seeing a lot of that because they understand what I understand. It's that this doesn't matter. Floyd's not an active fighter. He's not an active champion. This is like Rocky Balboa fight. It's less than that because at least Rocky Balboa was fucking champion at the time that he fought Thunder Lips in a fucking exhibition. You know, It's not Hulk Hogan. He was an active, and that fight meant nothing. You know, it's like that's what it meant even more nothing because it was a movie. But you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. I don't know. I think it's a personal thing for me, just the whole fighter spirit. Like, to me, like, why would you even muddy your legacy like that? Because
he doesn't see it as a mudding of his legacy. He just doesn't see it that way. And he sees it differently. Floyd's at the point of, remember, he started his own promotion company. So he thinks that there's something wrong with the game anyway. You know,
that's true.
You don't do it for any other reason than that. If you think you can do it better than everyone else, you're going to go ahead and branch out on your own. That's exactly what he did. And he's not interested. He's too old to continue to go fight at a competitive level and all that. So he's not like he's going to continue that. So the next thing is he's seeing what everyone else is doing. In fact, you could even say that he kind of gave him the idea in a way because he's been doing this for a while now, these type of exhibitions, these farcical fights in a way. It's nothing new. And then the YouTubers went in and started getting their own little chunk of the pie. Then other people started Trilla started putting in their own fucking events. Showtime is now seeming... That's the blur that I don't get. That's the blur that confused me. The Showtime. Showtime's synonymous with boxing. One of the biggest names in boxing promotions ever is fucking Showtime. Why are these motherfuckers who should know better in bed with these fucking fraudulent fucks? That's my problem. And not even the fact that they're fraudulent, the fact that they got caught. You got to be better to not get knocked out in a fight that's fake. You got to fucking be better. And again, I'm going to be careful with the word fake because they were punching each other. It's not like they were, but Floyd was obviously fighting at about 40%. Obvious.
Yeah, I mean, we've said from the off, he looked like an older guy who stepped into the ring on a training sparring match with a younger lad. So showing in the ropes almost.
But he only looked that way after he fucking knocked. Now it makes so much more sense. It makes so much more sense to me because I believe I remember when that happened. I think it happened in the 5th round, and that's when the fight changed. He stopped fighting. He just stopped punching. We were making comments at the whole fucking time. We were getting so mad about it. It was looking so fake. But now we understand why he wasn't doing it in the first few rounds and why he started doing it afterwards. It could have been explained just by the fact that Floyd's old and maybe he couldn't get it done. But because of the video, because of the evidence, because of everything that kind of corroborates it with the actions after, this fits. This fits better than anything else. He got knocked the fuck out in the middle of the ring, and Floyd freaking panicked and started making sweet love to him.
I mean, it worked. He soon woke up. In fairness to him, I mean, he wasn't that knocked out. It was a momentary thing. So I mean, there's always that. But
probably the first time Floyd Mayweather's ever grabbed somebody to try to revive him. You know?
Oh yeah, probably.
Boxer or girlfriend.
Straight to the floor.
Yeah.
Snap.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So, what do you think that other big names are going to come out for a piece of the pie?
Oh,
such
no,
as like
we're already seeing it. You're already seeing it. Hell, Dana White fucking lambasted this whole thing. He went ultra ham, and he made a great little thing. He goes, "Why is everybody making a big deal over this made money? Of course it made money. If I allowed Amanda Nunes, who is the baddest woman to ever walk this planet, Amanda Nunes is the greatest female combat sports fighter of all time, and it's not even close. Shut up, everybody! Don't even bring me another name. Don't even bring me another name. There are no other names. This is the baddest bitch in the room by a long fucking while." So I just wanted to really make it important how bad she is. He said, "Okay, can you imagine if Kim Kardashian decided she wanted to fight Amanda Nunes? It'd be the biggest fight of all time. It'd be the biggest fight of all time." And then he said this, "And anybody who would pay for that fight is a fucking idiot. Just like anybody who paid for this fight is a fucking idiot." He said that. He actually said that. I don't like Dana White. White is a piece of shit, lying scumbag fuckface.
Looking at it retrospectively,
bravo.
It's been a game that's been played well. But in fairness, we did say that from the off, that this, from a business side of things, was like all about the money, and they all fucking made it.
But it just shows how stupid the Pauls really are. It just shows how stupid they actually are. Because if you're going to talk out of your mouth about talking, like Jake got credit over the weekend about calling out all the stuff with the fighting, the fighters not getting paid right. He was getting some support. People were saying, preach. Now what do you say? They're involved with just this absolute shut up with Shevchenko. Shut up with Shevchenko. Nunes will eat her fucking face. Eat her face. I like Shevchenko. That's a very good fighter. But what do you do now? You can't talk about integrity and what's right when you're having fake fucking fights. Even exhibitions. That's where it becomes a problem. It's the selling of a fake fight isn't a problem, but the selling of virtue while trying to sell a fake fight. That's the problem. That's where the fighter's creed and the fighter's code and the fighter's integrity should really get involved, because that's what's going to kill the sport right there. That's what murders it. You fucking force these promoters out, and then you get all these guys to have their own little mini promotions, which is funny. They only want to get rid of these promoters so they can make their own promotions. It's the only reason. Because you got to have a promotion. You got to have it. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, God, you can't not. It's like 80% of the build-up, if not more. So
they handle a lot of bullshit, man. They set up everything. There's a lot that goes into building these fights, to putting on these events. And I am just not a hater of these things. I don't hate the WWE for what they do. I never hated the circus, because that's all this is. It's just a circus, just a traveling circus.
Life is a circus.
That's it. I'm okay with it. Totally okay with it.
So if you think if we think now that there's like a very we're gonna say a very high possibility rather than saying it was definite. Let's say it's a very high possibility that it was fake. Okay,
looks
right?
fake. That's what I'm.
So what about all the build up towards it? What about all the promotional work that went before it, where like you had Jake stealing his hat and everything? Do you think that was all fake too? Do you think that was all like?
That's always fake. That's just fight building. I mean, Conor McGregor and Floyd, Conor McGregor and everyone he's ever fucking fought. After whatever happens, they always give each other a suck. I mean, that's the fight game. You say it doesn't matter what you say. You're selling the fight. That's what I always found funny about like boxing and UFC when they would have disdain. They don't as much anymore because they work with them so much now. But they used to have a lot more disdain for the WWE. But then it just became why, especially after Conor McGregor. I mean, after Conor came on the scene and turned these press conferences into WWE type stuff, you can no longer deny the fact that you sell the fights almost the exact same way that WWE does.
Oh yeah.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it then. There's nothing wrong with it now. The selling, the making up anger towards each other to make it seem more real, so people could fucking be more invested in the fight to throw over their $50. That's normal. That's normal.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to know who you want to root for.
But to deceive is a different thing. Different thing altogether. And that's what we saw. We've seen deception now. At least it looks like we've seen deception. It's pretty annoying. It's pretty fucking annoying. See, now it's not, again, I'm going to say this again for the sake of people who weren't here earlier. It's not even just that clip. It's not just a clip. And I've seen the clip from multiple angles now. It's not just a clip. It's everything else in that fight that didn't make sense that now makes sense because of that clip. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm feeling that this is a fraudulent fight, that he was knocked out. And again, if he was knocked out and Floyd prevented him from hitting the canvas, there's no other way that you can call this but a fixed fight.
Yep.
No other way. No other way.
Yeah, but to be fair, we even said it before before that clip got a lot of attention. Even straight after the fight, we were like, well, what the fuck? When he started letting him have moments to like recuperate himself and to breathe and pulling him back up off the ropes and stuff, and they were hugging for like, so much of the fight.
There was fundamental stuff too that was bothering me. Like Floyd would circle to the right, Logan would drop his left. Completely open, Floyd wouldn't take the shot. He stopped, and that was the exact punch that he knocked him out with. The exact same punch. So it's just like so Logan doesn't even fix the problem. He continues to allow the same thing to happen after he was caught with it, and Floyd had to fucking make it look so obvious because if he hit him again with that punch, it was over. It was over.
Yeah.
He was lucky he caught him the first time with as big as he is.
Yep. Jesus. Yeah, it absolutely. So I wanted to ask you, like, how long do you think before they start baiting Mike Tyson? Do you think he'd come on?
No one's that stupid.
Would they?
I don't think. I don't know. No. Here's the problem. Floyd's understandable. He's stupid. He's money driven. He's easy. Mike Tyson's not stupid. I don't think Mike Tyson's I think he's had some moments of confusion. I think he's had some moments of unbelievable anger. I think that he has been used and abused by boxing promoters and people in his life since he was fucking like a baby. Yeah. But I don't think he's stupid. He is unpredictable. And there's with how he is with media, there's no guarantees. He might actually hurt somebody.
I just always wonder because if they're going after, like for Logan Paul, he went straight to the top from the beginning. So he went straight to Mayweather. Like, so where does he go now? Are they going to continue to call out big names, like names that they know are going to sell tickets, or are they going to
more modern stuff? I think it'll be kind of more recent guys. Like we're seeing Canelo be a real big thing. The goal. Here's the goal. The goal's McGregor. Plain and simple. Yeah. That's where this has always been about. That's where it's always been. And Mike doesn't need to do this either. Mike has got his own Legends League that he's doing that he's real excited about, where it's legitimate. Hell, his fight that he put on was fucking way better well received. Like that was some good work. Like everything else, I understand that there was in conjunction with. But there was no questions about fucking Tyson's fight. There was that performance, that exhibition was well received. It was fun. And another thing that makes an exhibition is that you can negotiate over the terms of the fucking fight so easily. They went from headgear to, remember, a lot of exhibitions have headgear. You know, then you make some concessions. The headgear, what size gloves,
what weight and stuff.
Yeah. The ounces of the glove is very, very important. 14-ounce gloves is like hitting each other with pillows. And then it just goes down from there.
Yeah.
So, it's
I
a
just
crazy
wondered.
thing.
It would be so funny though, because I don't know if he'd be able to contain himself.
You can't control Mike.
Didn't like him. That's exactly why I asked the question.
That's like putting a live fucking tiger in the ring with you. It's the stupidest thing you can possibly do. It's like, hey, let's go. I would rather have a live tiger in the ring with me than Mike fucking Tyson. Even at 54. I don't care. Don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm not going to be the one. Nope.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir. Anybody waiting to call?
No.
Fuckers.
This is your last chance, though, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting bored. Last chance. I'm bored. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. Yeah, I'm about done here. If you guys got anything to add, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, love. Sorry we didn't get this out there the night of. We're working with a couple new concepts, trying to figure some stuff out. I think it's going in the right direction. Pretty fucking awesome. I might be back over on Twitch at some point, but I don't know. I'm really starting to hurt, and I am out of fucking relief, so I don't know what to do. It's going to be one of those fucking evenings, kids. But, Nixy, you got anything?
No.
Final thoughts?
No. It was fake, and, burn in hell! My fighter's pride is good.
There you go.
I'll fight him. I'll get in the ring.
With who?
Logan Paul. Fucking take him
I
down.
would too. I'd fight him.
Yeah.
We should fight them together. Lannister twins together.
Tag teams.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. If nothing else, I'll probably hang out in Discord for a little bit and pretty soon here. I appreciate you guys. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Remember, as always, if you don't have talent friends. Keep it copious, folks.